Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Satoshi Stella and I help you to be confidently wealthy so you guys can build a profitable, sustainable, and actionable online business. If you guys are new here, my name is Satoshi Stella and I've had about 14 failed businesses. I probably said my name twice, but hey, welcome. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Today, I'm going to teach you guys the common business practices, I would say business ethics, in order to condone yourself in sponsorship sales. If you guys do not know, I've landed $13,000 in sales in 1 month for Miss Florida USA and also for Miss Global Puerto Rico and Miss Earth Puerto Rico. I probably landed about more than $30,000 in sponsorship sales with the move here on the island. And I'm going to do it again, but this time 10 times better. So there's a lot of things I have to say. I'm a little bit emotionally overwhelmed because I was sued on my sponsorship sales, and sales is like my passion. Sales for me is like I'm connecting with people. You know, you guys know I'm an actor. If you haven't seen me in commercials yet, like it's kind of fun when people send me commercials, like in me in commercials, but I've been in a couple commercials. I worked with great brands, and you're not an actor, you're a salesperson. So it's very, like, you have to understand that. And this goes both ways, right? This is for my actors and my pageant girls, right? The industry is really changing, especially the acting industry. The pageant industry has not yet to change. I said this in a live on my Confidently Healthy channel that, you know, Miss Universe can dominate the industry once again, especially in America, if they have the American market, but they don't. Miss Global could trump them because they are with Miss Cosmo and they are the same brand, but they don't give out prizes. And that is very essential to know, because when you are landing sponsorship sales, you need to think about, like, hey, what's in it for me? And, you know, what am I building here? Like, what's the brand am I building? What am I receiving from this pageant? When I was looking at Miss Global and when I was examining this pageant, and I asked my pageant sister, hey, Lindsay, hey, what did you really get from this pageant? And she was like, And then, like, I was examining and comparing, and it was like slim to none. You have to ask yourself, hey, what can I give myself? And this is where sponsorship sales comes in. If you might want like facials, right? You might want sculpting. You might want wooden therapy treatments. You might want hair treatments, right? But the thing is, all that teaches you is, like, you want to be able to afford that yourself, right? You want to be able to have the $30,000 cash to pay for these things. And it's very important that you have this mentality going in, because say if you want to go ahead and do a big Grand Slam, Miss Grand or Miss Universe, you want to have a business. And this is the reason why I created this YouTube channel. You want to be a freaking multimillionaire, and anyone can be a multimillionaire. And even though I'm not a multimillionaire yet, I still believe that I am a multimillionaire. 2 years, give me 2 years, right? I'm going to be I am a multimillionaire, okay? Trust and believe. And this is where sponsorship sales. This is why I'm telling you, you have to build your own brand. 1 second, y'all. What is your pitch? What is your brand? Confidently Healthy is trademarked. Confidently Wealthy is trademarked. There's a reason why I have that. There's a big story of that. I'm very vocal on how Paula Sugar did not give me an opportunity when I was a plus size woman to compete, right? How I was met with ageism by national directors, right? That's why Confidently Healthy is born. And I became viral, X, Y, and Z. That is my brand, right? Health, beauty, lifestyle. And that is my story. It's very easy for me to tell that story, right? Then the peppermint bar was born. That's my product that I push out. My product's also on my YouTube channel. You have to start thinking, ladies, because then you start losing, and then you guys go back to your 9-to-5 job, enslaving away to the system. If you have a 9-to-5 job, you are a slave. Listen to me, even as an actor, you are a slave. Unless I hit and I'm walking the red carpet and I'm nominated for an Emmy and I have $10 million in the bank, I'm still working, y'all. This is my mentality. and I say this because I'm someone, I wouldn't say I'm on the autistic spectrum. No, it's just I don't like a lot of energy around me. I'm very sensitive, and I just can't be. I'm someone who, someone blocks me, I'm like, why the hell you block me, right? So you have to ask yourself, what can I get from this so I can really live the life of leisure that I want? Like for me, like we all have different goals. For me is like after I win Miss Universe, it's like I can create my own hours. Like there's no work. Like I have passive income, and like I work my 4 hours a week, and that's it. You have to ask yourself what type of life you want after pageants. And so many of you girls compete and y'all are not ready. Y'all are spending money down the drain. You guys are not ready physically. You guys are not ready mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And this is what you need to understand. Before you land those big sponsorship sales, you need to ask yourself, are you ready? Do you guys look the part? It's just like acting. It's just like are you guys ready for that A-lister role? And the answer is no. So I know I'm deviating a little way of how to condone yourself in business, but a big factor is like, do you look the part, right? Like, are you presentable? Are your nails done, right? Is your hair done? Like, do you use your teeth whitening strips often? Is your face on, like, do you have a nose ring? I'm telling you right now, a nose ring is never gonna happen. There's a reason why they are crowning the same type of girls. Pageantry is going to sit here and tell you what society is looking for. And when I mean society, I mean casting directors. I'm dead serious. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how we condone ourselves. I'm going to go ahead and use the blocking, right? I had a doctor block me. What does that say about the doctor blocking me than me? Now, I'm going to sit here and tell you about the interaction, right? Hey, my name is Natasha, hey, I'm completing my PhD in X, Y, and Z, and I am doing this in the community to promote awareness on how to overcome obesity. Would you like to be interested? I see your office is doing the same thing. Hey, no, we're just too busy. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but you guys sponsor other events here, and I'm gonna be there as well. No, we're not too busy. Okay, cool, awesome. Reached out to him personally. Okay, a couple of weeks later, block. What does that say about you, even though you know I am opening up a medical clinic? And we are both in the same industry. That says everything about this individual and a lot about me. Ladies, if someone does that to you, you have to stay away from that person. This is a lawsuit. This person would go ahead and do some mean and manipulative things. Now, what happens when you see this type of person? You say, oh, hey, listen, hey, my name is, hopefully at that time I have my PhD. You'd be like, hey, my name is Dr. such and such. I want to reach, this is very nice to meet you personally. I should have said hi to him when I saw him in the office face to face, but that was my bad. Don't play fair and unfair where I was just talking to the front staff. And I noticed that you blocked me on all my social media accounts. Is there something that you'd like to say? No? Okay, well, I just wanted to say that we're both doctors, and even though I'm a doctor in philosophy, I just want to make sure that we both hold ourselves with utmost candor and respect, since we both have clinics here. That's all you have to say, y'all. He, they, whatever you want to say. People don't like to be called out. Okay?
Hey, what are you doing there?
And it will say a lot about them more than you. And what you need to do as a beauty queen, actor, whatever you are, you need to go ahead and focus on reaching your goals, right? And if it's an independent business person, like such as this person, they're going to reek. There's no customer service to call. Now, say if they're in a corporation and they yell at you on the phone, you have every right to call their corporation, their management, because say if it's like, I don't know, a hotel, they have, say, or Walt Disney, especially Walt Disney. I'll give you an example. Say if it's a Walt Disney led hotel and if it's a manager, especially a man yelling at a woman, they do not take that lightly. Ladies, you call and be like, this man yelled at me, this man belittled me, this man spoke over me. And I was doing corporate sponsorship sales, B2B, because you are a business. You should have an LLC as soon as you get your first sale. And they take that so seriously. They report it and they keep on reporting it because chances are, if this person did it to you, they did it to a couple other people. This is not good professional ethics. If you are the independent contractor, right? You need to understand you're the independent contractor and you are the personality. You are the brand, right? And this is why I love the acting industry, because the thing is, as long as you don't give up, you are going to reach that sofa and everyone's going to say, and Jimmy Kimmel is going to say, hey, he loves to be petty. He's going to be like, is there anyone who ever put you down when you are trying to reach the goal? And you're going to be like, yeah. I remember when someone belittled me and yelled at me over the phone. It was this hotel and they took care of it, X, Y, and Z. And then when you mentioned that hotel, they are going to give you the biggest sponsorship, because you gave them a shout out. That's how businesses work. And you need to understand that if you don't take care of yourself by standing up for yourself and just making sure that you don't yell back. I'm not saying that, don't yell back, but not standing up for yourself, and especially and saying, hey, this is not okay. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Right? I don't deserve to be treated like this. I showed up respectfully. I asked to do a business deal with you. You said no, and I moved on, and that was it. You didn't have to block me, and that's it. We're not in high school anymore. Or you didn't have to yell at me. You didn't have to belittle me on the phone. That shows everything about you, because you're holding all that anger. And you're just like, yeah, guess what? I still got my money. I still got my goal. I saw this, I did this. I need you to, ladies, think about the crown on top of your head, and just think about, oh my God. And then you're gonna send that victory email, and then you are going to land that victory media tour, because media always needs content. There's not enough content out there, and be like, yeah, make sure you get the questions first, what they're gonna ask, bam, and that's it, right? People and I say these type of things because I was recently sued and I'm still in a lawsuit, even though I won my first half. And to see the lawyer, the opposing attorney, basically do fraudulent activities and not submit all of the evidence on my end, for me, in my case, it's the act of completion, basically. And I say this because you have to be very careful on how you act in sponsorship sales, especially if you're asking for $5,000, $10,000, $8,000, $45,000, $180,000. If someone is not treating you kindly, for example, for me, for the hotel industry, I was asking for $45,000, and the general manager is yelling at me. Do you really think I want to work with that person? I'll just ask God for another $45,000 somewhere else. He will provide. No. Guys, people sue people just for fun. Just what I experienced. And this is why I tell you, ladies, be careful. Don't listen to the white man. Persist. No, let go and let God provide someone else. Because you will get sued, and then you're gonna get sued by a corporation, and then you probably won't, and probably half of y'all won't have money to pay for the lawyer, and then you have to settle. Does that make sense? Just complain, let the corporate gods handle, and then let your God provide you. And so you really have to put it in your mindset of God is really handling all this, and you just need to think, oh, I won. I still got my money. I still got my sales goal, and I always won. And it's very stressful. I know this because a lot of times, when it comes to sponsorship sales, we are focusing on, when I teach you guys inside my coaching program, hey, stop focusing on just getting your pageant needs covered. Focus on building a brand and business that you're helping the community, and like a lifestyle, like a living expense that you can actually live off of, a brand that you can actually hey, give your mom $1,000. I know that's kind of stressful, it's kind of like a bridge
Okay,
job.
what are you doing there?
But sorry, oh, but you just have to like relax, let go, and trust God that He will provide. And I'm telling you, I remember when I landed my first 13,000, when I first landed in the Marriott. Hi guys, and for it was 2017, 2016, I was like, nope, I'm gonna think positive. I'm gonna call, and I called. Hi guys, hi Tim. I hope everything is well. And I called, and he was like, yeah, you can just come and meet with them, and they'll close. And it was seamless. And that's why I kept on thinking positive, 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 positive. And that's why I always think positive, y'all. So when it comes to sponsorship sales, like ask yourself, what is attracting all this? Like all the misbehavior from these people, and be like, okay, pause. Like this is not happening to me anymore. Just take a step back. For example, it's 3:30 right now. I'm like, okay. And then you present yourself one more time to the world and be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to meet wonderful people today. I'm going to meet fabulous people today. I'm going to meet exquisite people today. I love working with people who appreciate me. I appreciate me. I appreciate my brand. My brand is creating impact for me. And start working on those positive thoughts. Like, I remember when I first started my sponsorship sales, when people say, hey, no, I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. No means next opportunity. No means next opportunity. But that does not condone bad behavior. And that is the purpose of the video. When someone is belittling you, speaking over you, yelling at you, and they work in a corporate America job, you call that corporate America office and you explain exactly what they did to you. Because guarantee they would flip it around and do it to you. And you ladies, we are here to collect crowns and make an impact within our community. I think that's the thing that Miss Universe is like needs to really hold in, and even Miss Global, no offense. And that is what we really are here to do. Not just to like buy makeup and buy shoes, buy whatever. We can get all that sponsored, but to really help these young women to think, do, and to feel better and to create that impact. Because pageantry has made an impact. Did you guys see how big I was? That is what I'm trying to bring into your head. Sponsorships teach you a lot. It just teaches you audacity to ask for what you want and what you deserve, ladies. And that is why I really want you guys to get into your head. Now, say if it's an independent business, if you're like, you know what, you can sit here and tell them yourself. Don't be like, do not do that. We do not like do the same type of energy. Like, hey, doctor, this is doctor, I'm Dr. da 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 da. I noticed that you blocked me on all platforms, and because I'm a woman of candor, I just wanted to see if there was an issue that you wanted to make aware of, because you do have the word doctor, and I'm sure that if you had a problem with someone in your field, you would make that aware. And if anything, like, this is teaching you guys to stand up for yourself, because maybe you guys don't know how to stand up for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself in this world. You have to like advocate for yourself. Mommy and daddy are not always going to do it. I remember when I was fired from my job at Olive Garden, and I was like, Mommy, can you fight, like get my job back? She was like, no. First is Olive Garden, and no, get another job. And that is kind of the purpose of sponsorship sales. So y'all, I hope this video helps you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.